name is Vicky, I'm from Twinfix. So Twinfix are manufacturers and designers of the multi-link panel roof glazing. We have been going 30 years, so last year when COVID started was our 30th anniversary. We've got a full manufacturing suite here. I can actually hear, as I sit here, the factory whirling in action behind me, which is always great to hear. We work across many different sectors, but one of the sectors, well, the main sector I'm really interested in is rail. There's lots of synergies between what our product produces and what Network Rail value. Sarah's presentation was really interesting because there were so many links into what she talked about around innovation, safety, that really links into some of our core values and what our multi-link panel is and what it provides to Network Rail. So just to explore those values in a bit more detail before I talk about the actual product. So quality, we are, as I said before, I can hear the factory in the background. We're proud to be a British manufacturer. We put our products through rigorous quality checks to ensure they're suitable for use, and that's something that Network Rail really require and something that we really value as well. I'll talk about it in a bit more detail, but the manufacturing process of our multi-link panel ensures the quality is really kept because we actually manufacture the product in-house, so it's delivered to site ready to install. Sustainability, so we really want to produce a product that will stand the test of time and will be here for future generations. The core material of our multi-link panel is polycarbonate, which is unbelievably strong. So it's a really robust solution for longevity. Safety, which is something that Network Rail value and something we value a lot ourselves. Our multi-link panel is a safe alternative to a lot of the glazing that's in place at the moment in the station roofs. But that's for a number of different reasons. Non-fragility is one of them. Our inline access hatch is another that I'll touch on briefly later. And innovation, last but not least. Now, innovation for me is really exciting. It's something that we love to do at Twinfix. And in fact, a lot of our products for the rail industry have evolved through conversations with Network Rail, understanding what they require, listening to them, and then trying to come up with a solution. And we do love the question, Twinfix, can you? And then we go away and see what we can do and what we can provide to meet a requirement. So our aim, and I think this is a great demonstration, this slide of before and after. So we aim to provide a roof glazing that will stand the test of time, improve the safety of the roof, help create light and usable spaces that passengers can enjoy their station experiences. So I've done a lot of travelling around various different railway stations, admittedly not much recently, but back when we could, I love travelling on our railways, and some of them have though seen better days. Some of the roof glazing is tired, a lot of it is breaking, a lot of it is quite dark. So replacing the roof glazing really does make such a difference. It improves the longevity of the roof, improves the safety of the roofs, and ultimately improves the experience for passengers like myself who stand at these stations. And I think that picture does really demonstrate just that. So I'm just going to describe the multi-link panel to you and then play a video. Normally when we're at events, we can show our samples, and it's really good to demonstrate how the multi-link panel works. So obviously in this new digital age, though, it's a little bit different. So we've put together a video, which I think does a great job actually in demonstrating the benefits and how the multi-link panel actually is assembled. So what is, though, the multi-link panel? It differs to traditional glazing products that would arrive on site in component parts and be manufactured on site, so be caught on site. Our multi-link panel is assembled off-site in our factory. It's got glazing around the four sides of it, and it's a modular system that arrives to site ready to install. It does mean the install is incredibly quick. We all know that possession times on railway stations is limited. So it's really important the time is spent actually installing the product as opposed to assembling it. Also links back to the quality that Sarah touched on. It does ensure that we control the quality, so we control that it's manufactured correctly. Therefore, when it's put on the roof, it is high quality, and it's being checked by us in a factory controlled environment. I'll play the video now, and then you can see how easy it is to install. So that video, I think, is a great demonstration. You can see how the panel simply just fixes down and then links over. And when we talk about innovation, that was a product we designed specifically for the commercial market some 30 years ago now. And since then, we have adapted the product. We've changed the size of the glazing bar to suit more heritage stations. I'll talk about it in a second, but we've added the inline access hatch again to meet a need of a network rail and to enhance the product and to add to the safety. So just to give you a little bit of a summary of the multi-link panel advantages, the off-site construction, which I've touched on quite a lot, for me that's really key. The sustainability and environmental, the polycarbonate, whether it's clear solid that looks exactly like glass, that I'll show you a great picture of in a minute, or the Georgian wide polycarbonate, they're both incredibly strong, so they won't break, they won't need changing. They are recyclable as well, and they're made from part recycled material. And they're UV coated, co-extruded, which means that they won't go yellow and brittle. As I've touched on before, safety is a really key factor of the product. It's non-fragile, which means the glazing is secured into the glazing bar. So if someone falls on it, they shouldn't fall through. A lot of the old glass in the railway stations now will be fragile. In addition, the inline access hatch makes it a lot easier to clean the roof. It allows access through below the glazing in order to clean the gutters, so you don't actually need to get on top of the roof, again mitigating more risk. And appearance, as I touched on at the beginning of the presentation, it's really important that not only do you improve the functionality, the safety, the longevity of the station, but for me, the look is really important. The heritage nature of a lot of the stations means that you need a sympathetic refurbishment, and the polycarbonate can do just that. The Georgian wide polycarbonate looks exactly like the Georgian wide glass, and the clear replicates clear glass. So it really complements the station, not detracting from the look, but improving the safety. This picture next shows what I think is a brilliant demonstration of solid clear polycarbonate. That's Kilmarnock Station. and Georgian wired polycarbonate, and that's Stirling Station. So really just to finish off, I just want to touch on what we've talked about around innovation. This is our inline access hatch. I've talked about it a little bit before, but it was very much designed by a need of a network rail, and it's for access through the glazing. It's part of our multi-link panel, and it's available, well, it's in use at most of the stations. We've tried our multi-link now. It's a really good invention in order to clean gutters, and it's really utilised throughout the whole of the UK. So just to finish off now, looking at some pictures and going back to what I talked about at the beginning of the presentation, which is renewing these stations to stand the test of time, improve the safety, and enhance and complement the appearance of the station. And I think these pictures demonstrate just that. So if you want any further information, I do run a more technical and in-depth CPD seminar. Just feel free to drop me an email or give me a call. Thank you so much for everyone's time today. I hope there's lots of people watching out there. It's still very strange talking like this. And if anybody's got any questions, just shout up and I'll be happy to answer them. That is it, Martin. So back to you.